Hey everybody, it's John here with Sergeant Reds. Thanks for joining me. This video here is the coin collection that we found in the 80s house. Now this is like a very raw going through these coins. I'm not going through them in a lot of detail, showing dates, mint marks, and all that stuff. But I wanted to show you guys how I found them. The basement we found them in was very nasty. There was a lot of mold, a lot of mildew, and all that stuff. So the cardboard that these were stored in, the cigar boxes and all that were nasty. So I had to go through that stuff outside before bringing it in to go through it in a little better detail. Which I will do another video on, so you guys can have a better look at this collection. But I wanted to show you guys how I found it in the raw and let you check it out. So anyways, guys, check out this video. There will be another one coming here shortly, going into a little bit more detail of the coins. And I'll see you in the trailer, going through the coins. I won't see you there. But, you know, maybe you were sneaking around. I don't know. Probably not. Alright, guys. So, if you saw the last pick we did, this was the very last video, we found an entire dresser full of money. So we're talking about pennies. They're just rolls of pennies, rolls of pennies, rolls of silver dollars. And these things are older. Shoot, these are probably, I had to guess, from the 50s or so. Yeah, so these are all wheat cents. I'm not a big coin connoisseur, but I know there are some valuable wheat pennies. Not many, I don't think, but we have two giant things of that in this thing. In this top tote, we have some paper money. So we have this old smoking tobacco can. I can open it. This one here is filled with pennies as well. I think it was pennies. Now, obviously this stuff has not been gone through yet. It's been sitting down in that basement for God knows how long. Yeah, we got more. What's this? $11.55. That's probably not what's that. It might be. I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's a couple dime rolls. It looks like in this one. So yeah, there's two $5 rolls of dimes and a bunch of penny rolls. And then there's another one of those tin, like the square tin cans, in this bottom thing. So there's paper money in here. Again, guys, this is one of those things that I'm going to be doing a crash course in. I'm just trying to get everything out of this. All this paper needs to go in the garbage because the way it was stored. But these are, yeah, silver certificates. I mean, minty, except for that little crease in the corner there from how it was stored. I mean, I don't know what these are. It looks like 10 cents. Again, like I said, a lot of this stuff is just the paper stuff. The cardboard, it's nasty, it's roached out, it's disgusting. But the bills themselves actually aren't too bad. These are silver certificates from 1957. So what I have to do is I have to go through all this stuff, get all the cardboard, all the paper out. I don't know, 10 cents, I don't know if that's Japanese or Chinese or Korean or something. This is military currency, so that's interesting. I don't know if that's it's probably from World War II, since I found a lot of World War II stuff. Yeah, so we got more. Oh, these are just regular dollars. These ones aren't the silver certificates. Oh no, those ones are. Okay, so we have some silver certificates, and I don't know if there's any that are supposed to be like higher end. Money and change is not my thing at all. But again, like I said, this house is testing my limits on what I know and what I have to learn. So yeah, I got a couple $2 bills. Yeah, it looks like just a bunch of $2 bills and just a bunch of singles. So I don't know if those are special for any kind of, particular reason or what, but we will find out. Guys, there's just so much in here. I'm not obviously going to go through it all right now. I'm going to see what we have. Looks like these are all 50-cent pieces. So those are like JFK 50-cent pieces. This one here. Oh, golly. Jeez, these are all silver. So these are all, I mean, you can look at the side. I think that's one of the tricks is you can tell if they're silver because they don't have that copper in them. So what's that one? Is that one just different? No? These are all, I think those are, what, Morgan silver dollars. And I know there's some of those that can be pretty pricey. So I have to go through all that. And this is just going to take a while, guys, for me to even go through this. So, I mean, eventually all these coins will be for sale. I'm probably going to have to take them to a coin shop and kind of get an appraisal on them and figure out what we have. It looks like those are all 50-cent pieces. like JFK 50-cent pieces. Oh, there's something. What are those? I don't even know what this is. So 1902. $50. So those are old 50-cent pieces. I'm not even sure what that one's called. And that's this entire tube here. Those are silver though. Looks like more Morgans, or yeah, there's another tube of Morgan silver dollars. And these things, on average, I think in bad condition, just from like the weight of the silver, is I want to say when I looked it up the other day, it was going for around almost 30 bucks, I think. Again, I'm not a coin guy, so. So these ones I have in a special case. I don't know if there's anything special about them. So these are JFKs. It looks like. I don't know that there's any of these that are like super collectible, but we'll be checking to find out. What is this? There's coins in there. Shakespeare equipment. So this is like an old fishing thing. Oh, it looks like there's a bunch of dimes. Yeah, all this paper just destroyed from being down there. I mean, that's a harsh environment on anything but paper. I'm surprised those dollars aren't disgusting. So what do we have there? Looks like we have some mercury dimes, some pennies, more wheat pennies. So I'm just transferring all this stuff out of the nastiness here. So this here looks like an old Pall Mall cigarette thing. Oh, there's more in there. Okay, I say it didn't feel like just paper. And obviously I'm doing this outside because this stuff is just gross. Those are all foreign coins, I think. Republique de France. So yeah, that's French. That was a horrible French accent, by the way. 25 cents. 1904, wow. So I'm going to keep the foreign currency separate. That's just part of a cigar box. Looks like we have a little tube here of mercury dimes. Like buffalo nickels in there. Ugh, even with this thing closed. That's pretty gross. I'm gonna put those in. Those still feel wet. There's a lot of wheat cents. Ooh, those rusty ones. Is that the steel ones or whatever? Because the steel ones were supposed to be rusty, right? Didn't they get rusted? I don't know. I might just be making stuff up. So this looks like more modern stuff. This is from the 60s. This is just change. I don't know why that's in there. I'll have to go through that later and make sure there's nothing in there that's special. It's a penny roll that burst open. Let's see what we got here. Looks like wheat cents. So a bunch of wheat pennies. Going through wheat pennies later today, I guess. This is crazy, guys. I mean, there are so many coins in here. And considering I have absolutely no knowledge of coins, I mean, very minimal, I should say. I mean, so this is uncirculated from the Denver Mint, I guess. That was a collection. But that's obviously disgusting and covered in funk, so much of the stuff. I mean, it looks like the coins are fine. It's probably on the outside, so I could probably just wipe that off. Another 50 cent. So I don't know if they collected 50-cent pieces, or if they were like more popular back then. So I know my mom still kind of collects them. She's, I don't want to say collects them, but she just like grabs them and saves them. There's a Walking Liberty silver coin. What's the date on that thing? It's so worn out I can't even see the date. I'll move that there for later. So, like I said, guys, this is just crazy. I'm not gonna be able to go through all this today. This is quarter roll, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, halves. That's $10.50 piece. Oh, whoa, okay. Okie dokie, I like this. So, these are... So you got some Walking Liberties in there. Looks like you got some Ben Franklin. Those are 50-cent pieces, right? Yeah, $50. So the Walking Liberties, $50. So that's $1, right? No, they're halves. Okay. So you got a ton of Walking Liberties. Some of the Franklin ones. It's just the, what's that, Ike? This looks like it's, well, I don't want to say it's all one thing, because who knows? Who knows what any of this stuff is, really. I'm glad we checked that dresser. I mean, that thing was roached. You couldn't even pull the drawers open. It was just swelled shut, basically, from all the moisture down there. But well worth knocking the drawers off of. I have to give Monty, and if you're not following him, he's on Instagram as Detroit Toy Hunter. But he found this by basically busting open the dresser. I'm more interested in the silver stuff. Oh, those are some steel pennies, and they are rusty. So these are the ones that came out in World War II. Now I know one of these is worth like $1 million. I don't know which one. It was one that was supposed to be cast as a brass one. I was doing a little bit of research the other day. Holy moly! Now I see why they got rid of those. Those things are rusted out. Wow. Hope that's not one of those $1 million ones. Because if it is, you know, it's probably not worth $1 million. I don't know how coin guys are when it comes to condition of coins, but most collectors, you know, they want their stuff in really good shape. A bunch of buffalo nickels and a penny. Alright, so here's some more halves. Let's hope there's some more silver in this one. Yep. So I think these Ben Franklin ones are silver too. 1959. So we got some Franklins. It looks like we have some more Liberties. Nice. Quarters. Those look like regular quarters. Like the modern day quarters. They're really shiny though. Wow, 1964. Were quarters ever all silver? I think they were, right? Wasn't it like 64 and before? So these ones might be silver. What's this? You got a little toy horsey in there. Try to keep that separate because I don't want to mix that all in because that's going to be a nightmare trying to dig them all out. That's another Liberty. That one's pretty nice. 1944. I think the Ikes are all, yeah, that's the mix. Let's see. Whoa, what's that? Oh, that's is that Italian? Is that an Italian coin? Put that with my foreign coins I got over here. Got another silver, another Liberty, there's a buffalo nickel, which I think those are silver. Looks like another Franklin, another Walking Liberty. 1960, so I think it's 64 is the cutoff when they started switching the quarters and dimes and everything over. So that's 64 and that's silver. But these 50-cent pieces are not. Just another foreign coin. Looks like Canadian. I don't know. Buffalo nickel. There's another Franklin. Another Franklin. 65. So yeah, there's a 65. And whoa. Try to get it focused for you guys. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got like, it almost looks two-tone, so you have one silver and then one that's copper color. And from what I found is that's how you can look and tell if they're copper or silver, other than the date. But again, I'm not a coin guy, so you coin guys, if you're watching this, don't beat me up too much. I'm admitting my faults. 64, 64. Looks like those are all quarters and pennies. Just want to get this nasty paper out of here. Now I know you're not supposed to wash coins, but if I like these ones that are covered in like this white crud and paper, is that like safe to like just rinse off with water and lay on a towel to dry if you're not scrubbing them, or just wipe them off with a cloth? What's the consensus on that from you coin guys? Because I don't know. There's some dude. That is from 1899. I don't know where that is. It looks like German or something, maybe. Put that in there with the foreign currency. Manufacturer's Nation Bank of Detroit. That's got some funk on it, but maybe I can clean the case off. Alright, so let's move this out of the way. Let's look and see what's in this little case here. I'm not going to go through all these silver dollars right now. Alright, so we got more here. Those are JFK. No, it looks like there's a couple that in there that don't have that mix. Did they make these in silver? It looks like those are some. These are 64. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did do these JFK ones in all silver at some point. So I'll set those ones aside. This is gonna consume my life for a couple days. Well, maybe a couple weeks. This is all Liberties. That's it's $20 in 50-cent pieces. So that's what, 40 of these, and not face value. I mean, if it's 20 in face value, what's the silver cost on that? I mean, that's got to be up there, right? Ugh. Yeah, so this dollar didn't fare too well. It's looking a little funky. Looking a little funky. You can stay right there, buddy. I'll take that to the bank unless it's a collector one and I ask him for a new one. So this is probably, that's the same size as that other one, so it's another 20 bucks and it looks like it's all silver. You got Liberties and Franklins in there. Looks like some more Liberties and Mercuries. 1942, so this one has the date on it. So I'm hoping there's some good years in here. Again, I don't know. I know just from my very, very small amount of research I did, like the Carson City ones are worth more or something. So 1964 Lincoln. I mean, if you are a coin guy, this is probably like your heaven. For me, this is like anxiety trying to figure out, like, what do I do? New 1964D. I guess those are, yeah, those are all just dimes. Looks like you got some more silver pieces in here. Luckily, these things are in these watertight containers, so they're not that bad. It doesn't look like anything got into those. I mean, that doesn't. It helps that it was in here. The paper didn't really survive. But again, looks like more silver. Just a ton, guys. This is just nuts. Looks like a bunch of nickels and a dollar on the bottom. Another steel, couple steel cents. Or one. I can't make out the date. Again, I'm gonna have to take that to a coin place. Maybe, I don't know if there's a special way they're supposed to like restore them to see if they're like the ones that are worth anything. I mean, I'm doubting that any of those are in here. I think they're very, very 1964 plain. It's quarters and some pennies. So I don't know if that means anything to you coin people. Here's $10 quarter roll. Let's see if these are just regular old quarters. Probably. Yeah, it looks like it's Washington quarters, but they are all from the 60s, so they look like they're all probably silver. Again, it's going to be some time before I do anything and figure out what this stuff's worth. It's going to go in the bank safe deposit box for now, I think, just until I can get around to it or find somebody who's a coin guy locally that'll go through this stuff and appraise it. We got $10 in quarters in there, but that is not wanting to come out. Let's see. There we go. That one looks like it got a little bit of moisture in it, or at least the paper feels like it. There's another quarter in there, but yeah, these things are all 1964, just beautiful. Those things are like mint. I should probably not even be dumping these out. I should probably, well, I want to get this paper out of here and put these back, because I don't know anything about coins, but I know with other collectibles, if they're like mint condition, uncirculated, coins might have a little more value if you can keep them in that condition. Yeah, a couple more in there. So yeah, these are all looking like they're all 1964. I mean, they look uncirculated. Oh god, come on coins, get in there. Sorry if this video is a little more boring, guys. It's just me like really just kind of going through money. I know a lot of you all on here are here over the toys and all that stuff, but this is just an amazing find at the last day. I mean, couldn't ask for a better find on the last day. I'm curious what the silver value is on these things, not just the face value. Obviously the face value is 10 bucks, but the silver value is going to be more, obviously. But these are all new. That says new 1964, so those are probably all uncirculated. Looks a couple nickels in there. I have no idea what that says. Looks like it says $1. These are all 64s. Pennies. 1960D new. So I guess they were just coin collectors. I'm gonna try to get these out of this paper, because this paper probably absorbed some of the funk, because they don't look new anymore. They don't have that shiny penny look. Those quarters do, but I don't know if that's just because it's silver. 1960D used pennies. So is 1960 like a good, I mean, Denver, that's Denver Mint, I believe, right? Isn't that what that means? There's $2 in nickels. I mean, these just rolls just look old. Can you imagine a trash company if we would have went in there just to start dumping? They probably would have just taken that tire dresser and just like tossed it. I don't even know if they would have opened it. Maybe they would have. Who knows? What we got here? Some pennies. 1961. Again, I don't even know what I'm looking for, so it's going to go in with the pennies there. Get some more quarters here. 1960s. 1960. So 1964 new. Got some dimes. That's just some pennies in there, nothing marked on it. D new small. So that's Denver Mint, I'm assuming, and yeah, I don't know what the small part means. Maybe the D's smaller? So is there a certain year where nickels up are like silver? I don't know. These are from 60. That's weird. I don't know if someone drew on that or if it's just discolored. Some more pennies. Okay, so large date. Maybe the other one's small date. I don't know if that means anything. I'm gonna have to look that up. Here's some more 1964 quarters. More quarters, pennies, a couple dimes. Whoa, what is that? Okay, that has to be like homemade. Is that anything? Like a square penny? Hold on, I gotta get that to focus. That's nuts. That must be someone must have made that. That's insane. All right. Lost my light. But where were we? Yep, we had this crazy square penny. That's probably something someone made, I think. If not, it's probably super cool. Looks like we got $10 in quarters. Those all looking newer. 65s. Yeah, so those ones aren't silver, I don't think. Keep those separate. New 1964 dimes. Oh, come on, paper. These are all 1960 pennies, like Lincoln cent. I have a feeling I'm going to spend the rest of my life looking at pennies and quarters. And dimes. And nickels. So what do you guys like so far out of the... well, you've seen all the videos. This is probably not going to premiere until after the last video where we show us finding these. But, so what did you guys like best out of this video? I mean, this series. I think the... This coin find is pretty awesome. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a coin guy, but dang. It's a 1900? No, 1960 it looks like. 1960. Well, there's a mercury dime in the mix. Wish these were all in tubes. Some more mercury dimes, a couple old quarters. They're well circulated. Don't check that. Nope. Alright, pennies, a mercury dime. So yeah, this is a mix in here. That's just a mix of everything. Go through that later. Ugh. You gotta love this nastiness. Yep. So we got some, there's a copper penny. That's all gotta be cleaned off. I mean, wiped down or something. Looks like just a mix of silver. Oh, wait, that's not my silver pile. I want to keep that separate. Ugh, this stuff's gross. Oh, looks like it's all Canadian money. Yeah, it's all Canadian. I'm sure some of these Canadian coins are probably all silver too. I don't know. Let's go into my foreign currency box there. And this is it for this one, except for these JFKs, which like I said, I'm not going to go through those right now. Oh, there's some money in there. What we got? Let's just dump that. These ones are all like wrapped up. The JFK 64. That one's a keychain. It's smaller, so this isn't. Dimes. They are 64. Let me guess, 64. I'm gonna go with it's a 64. Another 64. What's this bill that was down in here? Be careful with this stuff. I mean, holy cow. What is that? Okay. United States of America, $1. I've never seen a giant dollar like that. It's a silver dollar. Huh. 1923. So that's from 1923. I don't know if you can tell scale-wise, but it's definitely bigger than, like, a regular dollar. That's cool. Set that over here. I probably, well, I'm glad I'm doing this outside, but I should probably be wearing gloves, because this stuff's still kind of damp. Ugh. Just been sitting in that basement for decades. But I can wash my hands. We're good. We're all good. 1964. 64. So what do you guys think the face value is of all of this? Like, you haven't even seen the second one yet, but at the end of this, it's going to be a long video, because it's a lot of coins. I'll probably fast forward through a lot of this stuff. But if you had to guess face value on this, what would you guess? I have no idea, because I haven't looked it up yet, or counted it yet. But I'm curious to see what like face value is versus regular value. It looks like a bunch more of the 1964s. Yep. I mean, this has to be at least $1,000 in face value in coins. It's a 1964. So I don't know if someone collected like just coins in general, or if they just kind of stuck silver. They were trying to keep the silver, but some of the stuff's obviously not silver. What's that? That's neat. I can't make it out. It's some kind of nickel. It says it's got a 5 on it. It's some kind of like really old nickel. I'll have to look that one up. Ooh. So we have. That's not even the mercury dime. What's that called? I don't remember what those ones are called. Those are like the older dimes. That's an Indian. No, 1903. Is it a barber? I don't remember. Maybe it's a barber. Is that a penny? I don't know. I don't know coins. Those are all dimes. 1904. I guess it's a 5-cent piece because it's got a V on the back, so the Roman numeral. Well, that's cool. There's some older stuff there. Not in really good shape, but for being how old it is, I'll take it. And a couple more 64s. Alright guys, I'm going to rearrange. I'm going to get this bottom bin and put it up top so we can look through that, so give me 1 second. Alright, so here is the second bin. And this one looks like it's more full, but I think the bin's actually just smaller. So let's see here. Got a couple Ikes. I like Ike. Do you like Ike? I like Ike. Me and Ike will chill. I'm all good with him. Alright, some nickels and pennies. It says silver dimes, so I'm assuming those are all silver dimes. This is, I think, is that more pennies? I don't know. I gotta open it up still. Whatever those are, they are not silver. So those are all Ikes, which are, what, $1? Yeah, so that's a bunch of dollar bills. Couple bills. 1981. Yeah, 1981 in there. Everything else in here is like super old. I guess it is the House of 80s Toys, so you're gonna get some 80s stuff. 77. That's a good year. I'll tell you what, 77. I like it. What is this? Those are just like coasters or something. Ugh, no lid. Someone could have warned me. Nobody warned me. Come on, guys. Get on your A game. What do we got here? So we have 70s. This is like 70s era stuff. 66. So that's probably what mostly it's just going to be face value stuff, I think. I don't know. I'll have to look. So I don't know if this is just like a collection. Those are all pennies. I mean, it looks like there's some older stuff in here too. What's that? 1964 penny all by itself. I'm assuming these aren't like super collectible if they're folded up like this. It might just be money, which is good too. 1969. And 63. $69. Silver money save. So that's all silver money. And we will save it. Because this is going to be like 30 minutes long. And I don't think anyone's going to want to sit through and watch that. So it says Grandpa. So this must have been Grandpa's money. Oh, what's that? There's something different in there, it looks like. So I'm trying not to separate all this stuff. Let's see what these are. So those are all $50. 1911, wow. 1912. So what are the I want to say, is it called a barber, guys? I'm probably butchering it or calling it something that's not, but isn't there a barber dime? Is it something called a barber dime? I don't know. No, get back in there. You get back in your home. All right, dime. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna be a coin expert. You guys will be like, "Hey, did you know about?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know all about that thing," which I probably won't. Here's some more pennies. So these are from 60s. Looks like, what is that? Oh, you know, I'm sitting here seeing this writing that's on the bottom that says, what kind of coin is that? It's pennies. 1955. That's the top one. Oh, what is that? Un peso. Oh, it's a peso. 1 peso. I'll give you a peso. From 1897. Another Walk in Liberty. What's this thing? This looks different. That is United States of America quarter. That's an old quarter. Huh. Okay. Looks like the shoebox is just coins, obviously. I notice it's coins, but I'm going to go through that later. Just get that out of my way. Oh, that is more penny rolls. So, yeah, a lot more penny rolls there. Let's just throw these back in here for now. I'm not going to open all these pennies right now, guys. I mean, this is just nuts, guys. I mean, I don't... 50-cent pieces, it looks like. It's childproof, so I'm not going to be able to get into it. Looks like it's some JFKs. What's that one? Oh, that's, I guess, a bicentennial one. So there's more JFKs. I will go through all these and make sure it's not something else in there. You know, like there's not some silver ones mixed in. Or like Liberties or anything like that. 1976. 50-cent pieces. 10 cent from 1976. I don't know if he was just collecting runs or I have no idea. This really makes no sense to me. 50 cents from 1976. Yeah, it's just a lot more JFKs. What is this? 1 cent wheat pennies. That is a giant jar of wheat pennies. Oop, there's another jar in there. Looks like there's just a bunch of wheat pennies, guys. I'm assuming this is probably wheat pennies too. No, those are mercury dimes. See? Glad I opened that up. So you got a buffalo nickel and some mercury dimes. A lot of them. Can you imagine getting pulled over and having all these like old pill bottles with other people's names on it? Like, what are you doing, son? Like, oh god, I just bought it all. That looks like it's probably some kind of peso. Put that with the foreign coins. Let's go to this interesting canister. Matchbox. Ooh, what's that? A little cross. Like a plastic cross on a gold chain. Let's set that over here. Um, 66, 74. I think it's just change. I don't know. It's just like some kind of, I don't know. Oh, there. Ooh, what are these? Liberty, 1924. This is a dollar. Peace dollar? Is that what those are called? That's neat. I like the older coins. They got some really cool art on them. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with the art on these things nowadays, but I don't think it's as nice. Just pennies. Piece. There's another one of those silver dollars. Some buffalo nickels, dimes. Coin purse full of pennies. Let's move that away on the side here. More pennies. 1959 plain penny. I'm glad some of these are marked. Those are buffalo nickels. 1959D. This jar's broken. I'm trying to slice my hand open. Bleed out here. Looks like JFKs, right? Yeah. Bunch of JFKs, and a quarter, bicentennial quarter. These are bicentennial ones, no. So it's a bunch of JFK half dollars. Canada, Bislings. I can't make out that writing. Looks like dimes and Canadian nickels, maybe, and pennies. I know nothing about U.S. currency for collection, like collector's values, and then when it comes to the Canadian stuff, I have even less knowledge on that. Some more Canadian 50 cents. So in Michigan, I remember when I was a kid, when we were using money for everything and not like credit cards and stuff and debit cards, you'd always get Canadian money mixed in with your change. You just kind of rolled with it. 1964 dimes. There's an Ike. I'm trying to get these tubes. So there's literally a sack of money. Oh. There's a little sack of money. No gold yet, unfortunately. What are those? Huh, they're like buffalo nickels with BBs in them. Does that mean something? What is that? I have no idea. Like the eye of the Indian guy on there has a little BB in it. All these are like just kind of... I don't know if that was a thing back in the day. Who knows? That's weird. There's a couple more in there too. It says... It says, if not delivered, something about an engineering company. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if that's just novelty stuff. So some bicentennial quarters. Nothing super exciting there. Got more penny rolls. Some 64 quarters and stuff. Dimes, some silver stuff. It looks like they were separating out the silver, which is good. What does it mean, like, if it says playing? So that's a, these are 1964. So those are all silver. Here's more Liberties, Franklin 50-cent pieces. Those are tickets to something. Detroit Tiger tickets. Grandstand rain check. No idea when those are from. Sunday, 1971 on those. Fortunately, paper products did not really survive in there. Garden Radio Television Lucky Chip. You win. If I remember correctly, we had, what was a ripped in half dollar. These are all pennies. Those are all Lincoln cents. I'm gonna be doing some penny digging, guys. Holy mackerel. Pennies, 50-cent pieces. Ikes, 50-cent pieces. Just get these out of these nasty old boxes. That's an Italian coin. So I remember seeing these when we were putting everything out. So Barber Liberty Head and Morgan half dollars. Yeah, obviously this stuff has some mold on it. So let's pop those coins out. And these are the ones that he was collecting, I guess. I don't know. I'll keep these ones separate, and I'm going to look them up. I don't know if he was just trying to collect full runs of them or what, but maybe there's some rare ones in here. Ugh. That water damage is no joke. What is this? Silver dollars. So you got some Susan B. Anthony's and some, looks like Ike's. JFK, some pennies. Looks like some, oh no, 65 random coins. There's a silver Franklin. So this is more of these. Holy moly. Oh man, if you look at how many of these were made, 4 million of those were made. How many of them survived though? That's the thing. This is almost every single one. So I'll pull those out later. Ooh, big ones. These are peace dollars, 1921. Those are in really nice shape. Other than the nastiness of them. I am wearing a mask too, if you guys are wondering. You can see the plumes of mold kind of popping up. Wow. Gonna be researching all those. And the last one, Indian cents, 1856 to 1909. So those are those little Indian head pennies. Ugh. So, I don't know if you guys seen anything in here that's really cool. Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna kind of Helen. What's that? They're like 1 cent. Looks like wheat pennies and some buffalo nickels, I guess. JFK. Look at the money sack. That's another Italian coin from 1922. Alright, what's in this thing? It says Denver Mint. Okay, it looks like it's all separated. It's all like good. Alright, that bag is garbage. Alright, Seashore. I don't know why it says Seashore on it. But it looks like $50, JFK's. That looks like a little mix of something. Looks like it was from a Chevrolet dealership. JFK's, quarters, a couple of these old silver dollars, and a buffalo nickel. It just took a dive. So that first tote seemed to have the better stuff in it, I think. I mean, there's just more silver. Some of it looked like pristine. That's all this stuff. This is all like foreign money. Looks like. And there was a penny in there. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of foreign stuff and a couple pennies. So put that in with the rest of our foreign pile of money here. Looks like $50. Yeah, just the JFKs. There's a Ben Franklin, JFK. There's a Liberty. Looks like a nice one. JFK. Couple more JFKs. There's the other. Whoa. Woohoo. Almost knocked over the old tripod. New 1966 uncirculated. So those are probably $50. Looks circulated now. Ugh. Quarters. Yeah, they're not silver. Oh, those are bicentennials. Ton of them. Holy cow. I probably have like $20 in bicentennial quarters, guys. Looks like a lot of pennies in here, guys, now, and some more JFKs. I guess the shoebox disintegrated, or cigar box. It looks like we have some, what's that? This is an Italian coin. These coin protectors look like they keep the coins pretty good. We got some rust on the staples, but I can hear, man, those steel cents did not last. Wow. Those are mercury dimes. I'm assuming these are steel pennies. I can't even tell what the heck they are. So I don't even know if it's got... Jeez, who knows? I mean, someone who knows what they're looking for is going to have to go through this, because I have no idea. I mean, I'm not going to go dump it into a Coinstar machine, don't get me wrong, but... Oh. So if you're a coin guy or gal, let me know with these JFKs and these pennies. If there's anything in particular I should be looking for, or any of these things, honestly. I mean, if you see something in here that jumped out at you, and it's something I should be keeping an eye out, let me know. Please. 5 peso. 1 peso. Alright guys, well, that's it. I'm not going to go through all this on film, but I will go through it and see if there's anything interesting in here. And I will see you in fiscal year 2075, because that's by the time when we get all done with this stuff. Alright guys, well, I'll catch you later. Sarge out. I want to dive through this like Scrooge McDuck, but I'm not going to.